In this video, I'm going to show you several different types of low back stretches. This will help to alleviate or help to prevent low back pain, especially with increased sitting at our home offices now that most of us are working from home. So here are a few stretches. The first I'm going to show you is called the standing backwards bend or extension and standing. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your feet nice and wide apart, about a little bit past hip distance apart. Hands will be on your hips. As you bend backwards, your hips are going to jut forward, and then you're going to bend straight back as far as you can go, holding for a couple of seconds, bringing it back up. So again, hips come forward as you bend backwards, pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off. And you'll be able to do that about 10 times. Now, of course, if you feel any pain going down your leg, stop the exercise. Ideally, there's a little bit of some stiffness as you're bending backwards, but that stiffness is alleviated as you repeat. That is a green light. Keep going. Now I'm going to show you an alternative in case you have balance issues where you can actually use your kitchen counter to perform this exercise. So an alternative for standing backwards if you have balance issues is lean up against the counter and then just bend straight back over your counter, repeating that several times.
Pause.
Another great exercise that you can do that's very similar to the standing back bends or extension and standing is better known as Cobra in yoga, or what I like to call extension and lying. So what you're going to do is you're going to get onto your stomach. Hands are going to be underneath your shoulders, legs nice and relaxed. What you'll do is you'll slowly bring your torso up off the floor as far as you can take it, and then bring it back down. Now, for flexibility issues, you can go up about halfway, and then bring yourself back down. So ideally the full press up, come all the way up, back down. You'll repeat 10 times. And again, you can do this up to 4 to 6 times a day if you have central low back pain, or you can do this 2 to 3 times a day for gentle stretch. Now, if that's too painful, even with the partial press up, you can also just go ahead and go on your elbows for a gentle stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. Again, if you have pain coming down the leg while you're doing this exercise, stop. But if you have stiffness at first, but as you repeat the movement or as you're staying in this stretch, and the pain goes down and the stiffness goes away, that's a green light. Keep going. The next stretch that I would like to show you for your low back is called the prayer stretch, or better known as child's pose. So you're going onto your hands and knees, making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, hip distance apart. What you're going to do is you're going to slowly bring your buttocks towards your heels until they touch, and then reaching out as far as you can go and having your head nice and relaxed. You're going to hold that position for about 20 to 30 seconds. You can also walk your hands out to the side. And holding that position, that stretches this big, large muscle called your quadratus laborum. And then you can reach out to the other side. This muscle causes a lot of muscle spasms and pain. So this is a great stretch for this. And then back to center. So again, each position will be held 20 to 30 seconds. This is a great way to stretch your low back. And the final stretch for our series for stretching the low back is called the Piriformis Stretch. This is a powerful muscle that's located in your buttock that actually sits on top of your sciatic nerve, and it gets really tight, can cause sciatic pain. So what you'll do is you'll go ahead and lie onto your back. There are 2 ways to do this exercise. First is the figure 4, where you'll cross the right leg over top of the left leg, ankles just right at the knee. You'll bring both legs up towards your chest, grabbing onto your left leg and holding the stretch for about 30 seconds. You should feel the stretch along that muscle right in through here. And then you'll do the same thing to the left side, crossing the left leg over the right leg, bringing both knees up to your chest and getting a nice stretch. Now the alternative for this stretch Legs are both out straight. You'll bring your right knee up towards your chest. And then once you have it secured, bring the knee over towards your opposite shoulder. So in this case, your right knee will go to your left shoulder, holding for 20 to 30 seconds, getting again that nice stretch into the buttock region. And then repeating to the other side, bringing the knee to the chest and bringing the left knee towards the left shoulder. Again, getting a nice gentle stretch. Obviously, if any of these stretches cause pain, back off just a little bit, or don't do these exercises at all if it's causing any pain going down your leg. But these are a great way to keep your back healthy, especially as we're sitting more and sitting at home in our home offices. Thanks for watching.